Hey guys, just wanted to reach out to you and just give you this about a 20-minute interview we just did with the Decision Hour. It was a really, really nice interview about all our AEGetmesales services. So enjoy.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is JD. You're listening to the Decision Hour with JD and Adam. Today is a gorgeous day here in beautiful Phoenix, Arizona. It's about 82 degrees, slight breeze coming out of the definitely want to throw that out there because I know that our guest today is in the far northeast up in New Jersey from AEGetmesales. Coach Jim will be joining us here briefly. Adam, man, what's going on? I haven't seen you in a minute, dude.
Yeah, man, it's been crazy busy. Been doing a lot of things, growing the network on the big side of things. You know, Heroes Media Group is getting big. We got a lot of new shows. We got the 2 new shows that are just signed here in the last week. That'll be joining us here in about a month. So yeah, a lot of good things. Big announcement today in the sports department. Our buddy Andre Thurman.
Yeah.
Official retirement today.
I know we finally announced it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I'll be on the S3 with Andre today.
Right. So looking forward to that. But yeah, just a lot of good things. So big shout out to all of our sponsors, and make sure you can check out all the sponsors on our new and improved website by simply going to www.heroesmediagroup.com, and that's where you can also listen to past shows of the Decision Hour.
Outstanding. So without further ado, let's go ahead. Let's bring Coach Jim on from AEGetmesales.com. Coach, you with us?
I sure am. How's everybody doing?
Everything is beautiful down here, brother. I do miss that northeast weather, though, during the summertime, man. I definitely do.
Well, JD, you don't have to rub it in, but I do got to tell you, we got about 80 degrees out here today. I know that doesn't compare to Arizona, but we're faring pretty well.
Yeah, it's beautiful out there. I will tell you this though, I miss the fall with where everything changes. Because down here everything just goes from brown to dark brown. So that's pretty much the only color change that we have in the desert. Let's get right into the interview. I know that your time is definitely valuable, and we definitely want to get your information. So AEGetmesales, let's start. Tell us a little bit about the company and a little bit of the background.
Well, real quick, collectively we've helped a little over 1,000 businesses so far over the last 5 years. Our ownership has about 31 years in local advertising. And we basically, guys, we deal with local business owners, whether it be professional or physician, chiropractors, somebody in the health and wellness field, the retail operations, even personal and home services. And to be quite frank with you, anytime somebody goes to our site, AEGetmesales.com, what they're going to find are some revolutionary, state-of-the-art marketing platforms to help the local businesses get sales. Simple as that.
Outstanding. And I'm looking at these services. And now, do you businesses, or do you also help internet marketers as well, internet entrepreneurs?
Well, of course, it would depend on what it is that they're servicing. Now, internet is obviously service-oriented. So either it might be a business service or it could be a home service that they're providing, or some sort of personal service in nature. But we do have probably over 100 internet clients.
Okay, outstanding. Now, I'm looking at some of the stuff. Now, how long have you been with the company?
I've been here for 5 years.
You've been here since the creation?
Well, remember, it's a spin-off of our advertising company. We, like most advertising companies, started out in traditional advertising for local clients dating back 31 years. Over the last 5 years, as you're most likely aware, you had the evolution of podcasts, you had the evolution of people just being Google friendly. Let's face reality. When people need something now, what do? They Google it. They Google it, period. Bottom line is, they They don't go to yellow pages anymore.
They still have the yellow.
They don't just, yeah, exactly. They're basically extinct. They don't go to newspaper ads, coupon ads. Bottom line is, what we do in a nutshell, if any of your listeners are going to have to write something down or remember something, it's this. All of our marketing platforms, and I know you say you're on our site now, regardless of what service you're looking at, it all revolves around the same thing, and that is putting the local customer, the local business, in front of the local customer when that local customer wants to do business for whatever it is that he's selling.
Right.
As a challenge, okay? Local business owner, regardless of what mix is in the past, they were doing the extinct yellow pages, they were doing coupon ads, newspaper ads. Bottom line is, you do a newspaper ad or a coupon ad. If the person doesn't see the ad at the exact time that he needs the service, you're not going to get much out of that ad, are you?
No, you're not.
You're not, period. With our revolutionary state-of-the-art platforms, we put together a package. For as little as $500 a month, we can put together a package for this mixer I mentioned before, where we will have them in front of a person who's ready to buy. They will be able to find that business when it is that they're ready to buy. And that's you look at how many businesses go out of business each year. You have any idea?
No, not a clue.
Thousands. 400,000. Let's take it a little bit higher than that, Adam. 470,000 businesses close in the United States every year. In the top 5 reasons why they close, they don't have an effective marketing campaign.
Yeah.
Simple as that. Cannot be any simpler than that. You bring a big budget, big company platform that Mercedes is using, any other big company out there, Pepsi, etc. We bring that same platform to a local business level.
Outstanding. Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to The Decision Hour today with JD and Adam. We've got Coach Jim from AEGetmesales.com. If you're listening on iTunes or if you're listening on Podbean.com, you go to AEGetmesales.com. That's Alpha Echo Getmesales.com. Click on the services. They've got some awesome packages here that'll definitely help you boost your business today, starting with video creation, first page Google ranking. Now, as an entrepreneur myself, I've got 2 businesses on the side. I can tell you that one of the main things when I first started out, and you were exactly right, because you already mentioned it, Coach Jim, when I first started out, I had a great product, but I had no clue how to get my product in front of people. I thought that I was just going to do like a few Facebook ads or a few, posts on Instagram or whatnot, and the money was just going to come pouring in. That's not necessarily the case, especially with Google, because they're always changing their algorithms. So you need a company like AEGetmesales that's always ahead of the game and can actually get first page of Google. Because like you said, Coach, when people are searching for something, they want the answer immediately. They don't want to look, 2, 3, 5, 10 pages deep on Google. Your stuff has to be in front of them for whatever your niche market is.
Well, I got to tell you, if you don't mind me interrupting you out there, you could not have said it any better. I just want to add to it, too, just real quick. I know you guys are kind enough to let me on, and I don't want to consume a lot of minutes here. Yes, the importance of being on the first page of Google, and yes, you're right. People do not go to that second page or fourth page. As a matter of fact, 90% of the people that go and Google a service, let's say I need a chiropractor in whatever town you guys live in. Chiropractors on that first page. 90% of the time, the people who see that first page, they're going to choose one of those chiropractors on that first page. Okay, we're one of the few companies in the United States that I will get a chiropractor. I will produce 3 videos for him. videos on that first page. And you mentioned the issue about Google algorithms and how they're constantly changing, etc. Our marketing platform, video marketing platform, over 2 to 3 weeks, I can get those 3 videos on the first page of Google. So now imagine this. You're a chiropractor, and you're sitting in Arizona. Somebody goes, I need a chiropractor in your city. You come up and you have 3 videos listed on the first page of Google. Who do you think is going to get most of the click-throughs?
Yeah, they're probably the first one.
They're the guys with the videos.
Yeah.
Period. Videos attract. So A, you're on the 90% of the business goes to the first page. But B, you're the only one that will be there with videos.
Mm-hmm.
And videos drive 90% of the traffic. But I gotta tell you something. The key to our program, however, is that video will remain there throughout the month. We have a monthly maintenance program.
So can you guys guarantee that if one of our local businesses or even our home base out of DC, Baltimore area, they listen and they jump on it, can you guys guarantee that they'll be on the first page with that video for 30 days?
I can guarantee after we run our demographics before we take on the project. Okay? Mm-hmm. We're not going to waste anybody's time and anybody unless, of course, we know we can get it done. Okay? And again, if they flow in within the niches I mentioned before, again, professionals, physicians, chiropractors, people in the health and wellness field, personal home care services, and to a certain extent, some retail operations, okay? Depending on the town they're in, we're running demographics. We said we can get them there, we'll get them there. We'll guarantee that we get them there. Absolutely.
Outstanding. I love that. And it's hard to find a guarantee these days from marketers, and it's actually pretty refreshing that you guys actually give one. But you did say after you run the demographic, after you get a feel for the area and you know what you're working with, then you'll go ahead and you can guarantee once you know what you're working with, which is pretty cool. Because a lot of people will come out without doing any research or knowing anything about the organization, and they'll say, yeah, I guarantee I can do this. I guarantee you can get 10 sales in the first week. For people that throw up hype like that, I pretty much run away from them.
Well, JD, let's look at longevity, okay? Mm-hmm. Let's understand something. You guys know this. It costs a heck of a lot more money to get one client than it is to keep a client, correct?
Yeah, that's true.
Good. That's number one. Number two, we offer exclusive rights. So in that chiropractor example, we're only going to select one chiropractor. So it's actually a two-fold process. Number one, I want to make sure I can rank the chiropractor. But number two, I want to make sure that chiropractor is going to be right for us. Because I can only guarantee that I'm going to get you there. And we know based on Google statistics that people will respond 90% of the time to people on the first page of Google. And that's all I can guarantee. I can't guarantee that the chiropractor is going to convert the person into a client after they call.
Right.
So what we do is for each niche that a person needs to be before we do business with. Because our idea is to make money long term. I want a guy that's going to be with us long term. As the calls are coming in, he's converting them. Okay, now with a newspaper relationship, they don't do that. With a coupon advertising company, they don't do that. They'll take anybody. All right, you got $500, okay, give it to you. I'll send you your coupon ad, and whatever happens, happens. We're not interested in that. Because you got to also remember, guys, we have a back-end program as well that's the big companies use. Companies like Mercedes, companies like Pepsi. Like, for instance, right now, when you're near show ends, Google and you want to buy a Mercedes. What's going to happen? Mercedes results is going to come up, and then everywhere else you search on the internet, you're going to see Mercedes in it that day. Facebook newsfeed. What are you going to see? Ads for Mercedes. Local business owner doesn't know that now here you got a chiropractor. Person Googles, I need a chiropractor in this city in Arizona. Goes to the first page, clicks on our client's video. Okay, not ready to buy yet. Okay, no problem. Well, for as long as that chiropractor wants, we'll keep sending messages, advertisements, to that person who did the original Google search. They'll see our client all over the place. Now, tell me, does a newspaper company offer that? The answer is no.
So it's like a remarket.
But remarket's where it is. We call it retarget and remarket.
Gotcha.
All right? And it's basically following up, making sure that, hey, when this guy's ready to bond, when he finally comes to the conclusion, yeah, you know what, I got to see that chiropractor, who's going to be in front of him? It'll be our client.
Absolutely, yeah, I definitely agree. Retargeting is, I mean, we've talked about it a few times on our show how important that is because, you know, not everybody's going to buy from you the first time they go to your website. So you definitely want to keep reminding them, hey, remember us, type thing. You know, when they go on to Facebook or wherever else they go, they'll then see those same ads to kind of remind them to come on back, which is, I think it's, you know, so valuable to the business to be able to do that.
Yeah, no doubt. And there's no other form of advertising. You know, whether they're advertising on your podcast, whether they're advertising on TV, a newspaper or a coupon, there's no follow-up. Okay, and this is what the local business owner misses. A, he's not standing out to begin with and utilizing the Google revenue. I mean, that's face reality. Everybody, when they need something, they're doing one or two things. They're asking their friend, or they're Googling it. Pretty much what they do. Okay? So, we let that local business owner, if they become a client of ours, we put them in front of people that are Googling. Then, we put together that remarket campaign so that if he did not make the purchase first time around, you're constantly in front of them until they are ready to make a purchase.
Absolutely. Again, ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to us on iTunes. You're listening to us on Podbean.com. We're with Coach Jim today from AEGetmesales.com. Very, very fundamental stuff that your business. Again, go to AEGetmesales.com. Click on services. One of the things that I love about your page, and we've talked about this on the Decision Hour multiple times, is how important video is. Video to us, especially for our business covering, you know, many different target markets as we do, being, you know, veteran owned and operated, and we've got, about 20 shows on the network right now of different topics. Video is king. You know, I think that people would much rather watch video than to, you know, read a whole, you know, transcript of a show. So I love the fact that you guys have video creation as first service, and Google. You guys pretty much have locked down the major areas for advertising and marketing. You've got Google, you've got Facebook. I'm assuming you guys do Facebook PPC, as well as. That's the future. You know, more and more people are getting on their phones to watch those videos, to do their searches. I mean, I've probably looked up 3 or 4 different businesses this morning, and I say this morning because I'm a night person and I don't wake up till like 9:30, and it's only about almost 11:30 here, so it's almost breakfast time for me down here, Coach. So I'm a night person, man. I do my best work at night. I'll be up at 3 o'clock in the morning in my home office. I'll be on the whiteboard working stuff up for my internet business. So I mean, it's just. I'm not the get up in the morning, put on a shirt and tie type of guy anymore. Those days are behind me a long time ago. But I mean, I'm like a mad scientist at night working in my lab. You know, just throwing up like algorithms and all this other stuff on my whiteboard. But I mean, every mobile web design, Facebook target advertising. Of course, we talk about Google ranking, video creation, and then you guys also do AE Protect Me, because I was looking at that just a few minutes ago, And now, can you tell me a little bit about that AE Protect Me service and why that's valuable?
Yeah, I do. I just want to make one comment, however, on your comment about video marketing and mobile marketing. You alluded to the fact that it's the future. And quite frankly, it's the now. Okay?
Yeah.
The future that they spoke about 2 years ago is now. Okay? We are in the mobile revolution, the Google revolution, the video marketing revolution. Okay? And you mentioned the importance of having a video. It's important to have videos on your website. It's also important to have that video at the first point of contact with the potential customer, such as our first paid video Google ranking service. If your viewers or your listeners, would remember anything would be this statistic. When a person sees a video, okay, they remember 74% more of that message than they would if they read it on the website. That's a staggering statistic. Okay, so right away, envision this. They watch your 30-second or 1-minute video that we put on the first page of Google. In its entirety, they're going to remember you 74% more than any other site they might have clicked into.
Right.
That's a staggering advantage. Even if they don't buy from you right then and there, you're already embedded into their brain. Oh, that was the guy who saw the video. And then when you're constantly having to read market ads and messages sent to them, it's going to present an extreme situation and what we refer to as puts you in a position where you can crush your competition. If you're in a niche, like a chiropractor or a particular type of contractor, where you have a very competitive industry, this is one of the ways you set yourself apart from the rest.
Right.
Now, getting sales is one thing, and that's what we are designed to do. But we also want to protect your back end. Okay, so let's get back to your original question about AE Protect Me. Let's face reality, guys. The bigger any company gets, the more susceptible you are to a negative comment.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, that's the bottom line. And you know what? Our company is not oblivious to it either. Okay? It's going to happen. The bigger you get, I mean, you can do complaints about Mercedes. You're not doing complaints about IBM. You're going to find it. Every company's going to have it. The idea of the AE Protect Me service is, okay, if somebody goes on your Facebook account, talks bad about you, we're going to notify you. We're going to let you know, say, listen, this person said this, and then we'll give you a plan of action on how to handle it. The idea is, of course, you can't delete what they said, but you can nip it at the bud. Give the customer a call. Hey, listen, I'm sorry you're disgruntled, but before you post anything other, let's talk about this. Let's see if we get this resolved. And you know what, too? It also works in our clients use it as a tool to gain new business. For instance, those happy clients, they might go to review. They might go on your Facebook account and say, hey, listen, I used that chiropractor. It's really good. And instantaneously, that chiropractor can be notified that, hey, this person gave me a nice review. Give me a call. Give me a review. Some type of loyalty discount. And ask for a referral. Okay, so it can be used both ways.
Outstanding. Yeah, absolutely. Coach Jim again from AEGetmesales. Coach, I want to thank you so much for your time today. We're going to go ahead and we're going to make sure that this information gets out to our clientele. I definitely see the value in it, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to get you guys on the phone to talk a little bit more in depth about your products. I love what you're doing. I love the areas that you pointed out that you guys capitalize in and that you guys specialize in. So we definitely want to get that information out there. Again, go to AEGetmesales.com. Click on services and check out the packages that they have. They're extremely affordable, especially compared to the market out there. for a lot of the other people that are offering some of the same things. They're usually a lot more expensive. I think that's one of the things, Coach, that surprised me the most about your services. And it goes all the way down to even website development. So if you guys are a new up-and-coming business and you don't even have a website up yet, get with the pros over at AEGetmesales.com. Coach, again, I want to thank you so much for coming online today. Definitely appreciate it, man. And you enjoy that northeast weather while you can.
Well, hopefully we're going to have a nice spring as well as summer. And guys, listen, Adam, Katie, I appreciate your time. I apologize for overextending the time.
No,
a lot to me. Okay, but listen, anytime. Bottom line is, we'll do what we have to help every goddamn local businessman in the entire country. So I look forward to it, and thanks again.
Hey, I appreciate you, Coach. Thanks for coming on, buddy.
All right, guys, be good.
All right. That was Coach Jim with AEGetmesales.com up in New Jersey. The Jersey boys up there. You go up there. Anyway, AEGetmesales.com. Look, I mean, you've heard us talk about this so many times on our shows about, especially some of the lessons that I've done on the Decision Hour, Adam, with how important being ranked on Google is, and how important video is. I think pretty much every lesson that I've done has gone back to how important video is. These people can actually get you up and running and get you in front of people and hopefully start drawing some traffic. Now, again, look, but again, you're going to have to close them. All right, they're not going to guarantee they'll be closed because people, again, they'll relate to you probably more than the product. If they can't relate to you, then I mean it's going to be tough. But AEGetmesales will at least get those people in front of you and get you that opportunity. So, Adam, what you think, man?
It's pretty good. Just looking over their website, pretty interesting stuff what they have.
Absolutely, man. Let's go ahead. That's a pretty good show for today.
Yeah, it's a great interview. Go ahead and give their information out again.
Again, that's AE Alpha Echo GetMeSales.com. All one word, Alpha Echo GetMeSales.com. They've got quite a few wonderful coaches up there. And again, you don't have to be in Jersey. They will help you out based on your local demographic and your target market. So local business owners here in Phoenix, our DC areas, definitely check out AEGetmesales.com and let's get your business up and running.
All right, good stuff. Yeah, so thanks again, everybody, for listening to this special edition of the Decision Hour. I want to give a big special thanks to Heroes Media Group, the network that we are on. Please make sure you go to www.heroesmediagroup.com. Check out all the great shows that we have lined up. We got some new articles that are coming up here soon. Big shout out to Student Veterans of America